Hi everybody. I want to thank you in advance for watching my video. Hopefully you can stick around for the entire duration to the end. Not sure how long it's going to be, but just got some things I want to discuss and I want to get my point across. So this video is going to be about the New York State Citizen Preparedness Corps. They're doing these training classes all over the state. They're about 2 hours long. When I went to just recently, it was about 2.5 hours. And they basically want to train and educate people so they have what they need to have and so they can do what they need to do, whatever it may be, in case of a disaster, okay? And I don't necessarily mean, world's gonna end, Armageddon kind of thing. I mean, it could be like a bad thunderstorm and the power goes out, and say it's bad enough, there's trees and lines, power lines down, you're out of power 2 weeks, something like that. It could be, hurricane, earthquake, flood, whatever the scenario is. So I went to the class. They give you a kit with a backpack with some stuff in there, and it's flashlight, radio, water, things like that. It's kind of like a starter kit. It's kind of get you started, give you some ideas. They also suggest some things you can add. You can kind of put your own stuff in there, tailor it to whatever your situation might be. However many people in your family, that kind of thing. So I'm on their website right now, and you can ship her at the top. I'll put the link in the description, but it's dhses.ny.gov/aware-prepare/NYS prepare. And you can see here, this is about the class. Gives you a brief description. These are upcoming classes that they are going to be doing. And this is here. If we go over to the response kit, okay, this is the kit that they gave out. Okay, this is the you see the backpack, the different things there, and then the list of what comes in it. Drop cloth, light stick, D batteries, first aid kit, face mask, goggles, pocket radio, 6 packets of drinking water, 6 food bars, flashlight, emergency blanket, duct tape, work clothes, and a water bottle. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, in a minute here, I'll switch cameras, and I'm going to go through the items that come in that bag, each thing individually, and check them out. And then after that, we'll come back here and show you a few different things and discuss a few different things, because this class, I was a little disappointed in the class. I was quite impressed with the kit, but not necessarily so with the class. I was a little disappointed. I felt that they could have really done things better. So after that, like I say, after the bag, I'll come back and we'll go over some things, and I'm bound to get a little fired up over it. So let's see what's in that bag. Okay, so I've already taken everything out of the bag. I'll show you what came in there. This is the bag. Pretty nice backpack, actually. And you got the NYS prepare, respond, recover. Them on there. Appears to be screen printed on there. It's not like a sticker or anything like that. So it's on there. It's on there pretty good. The bag's pretty cool. It's got a front pocket here that's pretty decent size. Trying to do this one hand here. I'm doing my camera. It's my iPhone. Pretty decent pocket there. Small pocket here on this side. This is a small pocket here with a mesh pocket here. You can hold stuff, and then you have the main big compartment, which actually, as you can tell, holds quite a bit of stuff. So let me get this out of the way. This is pretty much everything that comes in the kit. Let me set this down and go over stuff. Everything that came in the kit. So, let's see here. This is the snack bars that came in the kit. It's from the United States Coast Guard. Apparently there's 6 bars in here. It says eat 2 food bars per person per day. I guarantee you, because this is big and hard, this is like it's like a brick. I guarantee you that it probably doesn't taste all that well, but it's probably the difference between starving to death and living. This will, if you're at that point, this will get you by. Like I said, you might have to hold your breath and eat it. Whatever you can do to get it down, but it will. If you're hungry, it will get you by. So we get that, some good old duct tape. You can do about anything you want with duct tape. I've seen it hold bumpers on cars, and all kinds of things. Everybody knows you can do about a million things with duct tape. Like that, this little whistle. If you're with a group of people and you get lost or something, you need to signal somebody. Just a little whistle. First aid kit. Okay. All-purpose first aid kit. I'm actually impressed with that because usually they give you like small kits. I mean, I've looked up kits online with survival stuff, and they're usually like tiny. This is actually, it's not a big one, but it says right on the top here, 52 pieces. Obviously you want to, if you probably want something better than this in addition to this, but it's good to get you started. Okay. Work gloves. They're actually pretty decent work gloves. I don't know if you, let's say, just for example, thunderstorm, trees and limbs down, these will help protect your hands a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. Drop cloth, 108 square feet, 9 by 12. I'm not really sure what you could. I mean, I know there's a million uses for plastic drop cloths. I'm just not off the top of my head at the moment. Think of any. But yeah, pretty good amount in there. This is the radio that came in it. A little AM/FM radio. Antenna isn't very long. It came with batteries. I put the batteries in it. You can hear that. It's all right.
Unraveled pretty quickly. What you see from the water.
It's okay. Not the best in the world. But it's okay. So that's you probably want in a situation where you're putting together a kit, you probably want to invest in a better radio. Probably not something that only relies on battery. Maybe it's something that's got like a built-in solar thing, or hand crank, or something to that effect. This is the flashlight that came with it, which also came with batteries. I put the batteries in this as well. As you can see there, it's LED with a mirror. So this thing is bright as bright can be. I recommend if if you get one of these, do not look into it when you turn it on. It is very extremely bright. That I was impressed with as well. Got some safety glasses. They're not the the most stylish kind by any means, but they'll do the job. They protect your eyes from whatever. Then we've got some. Let's see here. This is a bag with an emergency blanket. You have one glow stick, okay, and then a dust mask, which is pretty cool. Okay, then let's see, we got some water, emergency purified drinking water. It comes in the package. There's 6 packets in here. Not by any means what the recommended amount, because they recommend you have 1 gallon per person per day, but this is a start, And then last but not least, this is the water bottle, which is technically a water jug. I didn't take it out of the plastic to see just how big it is, but this is a jug with a spigot on it to you can collect water, and then obviously get it out of there. But that's pretty good. So that way you could fill it with water if you need to. Say you run out of your emergency water, or you could leave this so you fill this up ahead of time. You run out of this, and then you rely on emergency water, vice versa, whatever. It's cool that they give you something, else you can use. So, okay, so that is everything that came in the kit. Now we'll go back and we'll discuss some other things about the class, and give you some thoughts and opinions about things. And all right, so let's go back. Okay, so welcome back. That was as you saw, that was the kit, the response kit, and what it comes with. Like I said, it's by no means a complete kit, just something to kind of get you started, give you some ideas on what to include in your own kit, things like that. It's something that definitely should be added to. They had a list of things, like I said before, that you could add, different suggestions and stuff. So I'll show you that in just a second. So I'm still on their website. I just want to show you. You can go and you could take the online course, which I assume is the same as going and taking it in person. You just wouldn't get the response kit. If you do that, you have to. Let me click on it here. I'll show you. Give it a go, and you have to create a login and password, a new ny.gov ID and password. You can log in and take the class. Okay. I also found on YouTube a video. This is exactly the same thing that I took. Let me mute this audio. It's the same thing. It's about 12 minutes long. I don't know how they stretched 12 minutes to the 2.5 hours, but it's not going to load for me. Come on. Well, yeah. See, it's what it is. It's different slides, and you could watch that. I'll include this. You can go search for, right here. I will include this link as well in the description, so you can check that out. So back to the preparedness core site. Okay, you scroll down. Like I said, here's the list of what comes in it that I went over. Okay, and there's also this brochure right here, Citizens Preparedness Program brochure. Okay, it's a PDF file. Okay, I downloaded it, opened it. This is it right here. Okay, and right here, all their crucial items. It gives you ideas of things to include in your kit. Some of this is realistic. Some of this is, to me, I don't think is some of the stuff I think you can do without. But that's the first part, and this is the second part. Things you should put in your kit. Okay, again, some of this stuff is, I'm trying to think of something that you could probably do without. Like let's all right. Let's say, for example, okay, this is just hypothetical. All right, let's say nuclear attack. There's an EMP. Okay. For those who don't know what EMP is, basically anything electronic will be fried. Okay. So that being said, okay, right here, cell phone charger. You could do without that. Not only will you're not going to need it, and it's not going to work anyway. Okay. So that you could definitely do without. But some of the other stuff, just go through and go one by one and see, hey, do I need this? Kind of thing. So that's that. So the class, I was a little disappointed. I mean, the main part was okay. They went through slide by slide, learned a few things like that. At the end, they did a question and answer session. Okay. And the class that I went to, there were two guys. I don't remember their names. One guy was Homeland Security. The other guy, I believe, was State Fire. I don't recall who the other guy was. Okay. People started asking questions, and there were questions like, is there a countywide emergency alert system for when there's tornadoes or bad weather? Okay. They didn't know. They basically referred people to contact their local authorities. Okay. Somebody else wanted to know about a audible alert system for the county. Out west, when there's a tornado, the fire whistles go off. Okay. Well, they want to know if that kind of thing worked like that here. Okay. They didn't know. They said, basically refer the people to their local authorities. Okay. Several different things like that. One woman asked about this. It was the woman that asked about the alert system. Okay. They said they didn't know, right? But on the slide they talk about the New York alert system, and you can get the alert sent to your cell phone. Okay. He said that's why you would do that, because that way you could just get it to your phone. You wouldn't have to worry about the county alert system. Right. Now, if you think about it, what about people without cell phones? Okay, that's exactly what she asked. What about, those who were elderly, anybody else that doesn't have a cell phone? There are some areas where you don't get cell service. Right? So he said, well, that's why people should take initiative, should take charge, and check on their neighbors and people in their community. Okay. Well, that's fine and dandy, but the problem that I have is, if that's what we're supposed to do, then what is their job? As Homeland Security, I mean, I know there's all these agencies out there. You've got Homeland Security, you've got FEMA. Okay. Well, if we're supposed to do their job, what is their job, and why do they get all the funding that they get if they're not doing their job? Okay. I don't understand that. So I did some checking around, some asking. I should have made this video a little bit sooner, but I wanted to do a little research before I just made the video. I wanted to find out if Madison County did in fact have a county alert system. Okay. To my shock and dismay, they do not have a county alert system. There is no alert system. Okay. So let's just say, for example, if an EF5 mile-wide wedge tornado, okay, touches down in Madison County, okay, guess what? There's no alert system. So if you live in a rural area where there's no cell service, okay, and neighbors are few and far between, guess what? You're not going to know what's coming until you see it, okay? And by that point, there'll be no time, all right? That's a little dramatic. There's no chance there's going to be an EF5 tornado here, but you understand what I'm saying, okay? There are tornadoes. We had tornadoes over the summer. I believe there was like 5 or 6 in a 2-week span. There were some fatalities. There was no alert system for that. Okay, there was no alert. The National Weather Service didn't even alert on that tornado. They alerted on a tornado that went through. It was possible tornado that went through Syracuse, but not this one. Not that it came through Smithfield, New York. They didn't warn. That was not a tornado warned storm at all. There was no warning at all whatsoever. And that, I believe, that was a borderline EF3 tornado. So I was kind of shocked and disappointed and a little pissed off that as a county there's nothing. Okay, and like I said before, this meeting, you got these two guys there, big time state authoritative people. Okay, they can't answer these questions. Well, why are they there? Okay, and you're gonna have this meeting, all right, which I'm sure was planned way ahead of time. Why would you not coordinate with the county authorities, okay, and have county authorities at this meeting so they can answer these questions? Okay, because all these people, there's probably at least 100 people there, okay, and then not everybody asked questions, but these people that did ask questions, they left there, okay, without their questions answered, and that's, why would you? Why? It didn't have to be, Why couldn't our county sheriff be there? Why couldn't our county fire coordinator be there? Apparently, we don't have a county emergency services manager, which I don't understand why. They had in the beginning. Not only did they start late, okay, but they had our wonderful assembly member Bill McGee, who's been this state assembly, the 121st district, for 30 years. Okay, he was there. Our lovely the board of supervisors chairman John Becker, who's also the town of Sullivan town supervisor. Okay, now most counties have a county legislature. This county has the board of supervisors. Okay, so he's the chairman. Okay, he was there. Both him and the assemblyman both read prepared statements, word for word, off a piece of paper. Right? They spoke. It was about 10 minutes. They did a break. Both those guys left. Apparently, they had more important places to be. Where, God only knows. Okay? But if they had stuck around to the end, maybe, just maybe, they would have been able to answer a few questions. But they didn't. They were there. They skipped out 10 or 15 minutes after the program started. Okay, which I kind of have a problem with. That's kind of stupid. I think that's rude. I don't know. That pisses me off. Okay, and then on top of that, you don't have any county reps at all there. That can answer any kind of questions. Totally piss poor planning from the get go. Okay. So I looked at some other things. Okay, I went to our county website, which is easy, www.madisoncounty.ny.gov. All right, and I figured I will go to the website, and if you go on the top, see on the top where it says departments. Okay, you could click on 911. I'll open this section here. Okay, 911. You go down through. This is about the communication center. Blah blah blah. Here's all the EMS agencies, the fire agencies, the law enforcement agencies. Okay, and frequently asked questions about 911. Okay, now nowhere on here. Okay, this is here. These links here at the bottom. These are, fire links, fire prevention, child missing site. Okay, it's talking radio upgrades, things like that. There's nothing on here about emergency preparedness or anything at all. Okay, so you go back to departments. Okay, and right here, emergency preparedness. Okay, which is this tab here that I have open. Okay, emergency preparedness site menu. Okay, and it's mostly blank. Can you believe it? I cannot. Okay, I don't know how that's possible. So, all right, I clicked on this because over here it says emergency preparedness updates. This is statefireschools.com. This is actually right here, statefireschools.com. Okay, the only thing that this is a website for Madison County. It uses to refer to fire rescue training opportunities. Okay, there's a bunch of pictures on here of all the fire departments in the county doing different things. Okay, now these are seminars for firefighters. These are classes for firefighters. These are class names for firefighters. Okay, these are, like this right here. Okay, Madison County Fire Coordinator. Why didn't somebody contact him? Why wasn't he at that meeting? He could have provided some insight. Who knows, right? So I find it interesting that the emergency preparedness site directs you to this website, which gives you nothing on emergency preparedness. Okay. So if you come over back here, you click on this Ready Madison County Prepared Plan Stay Informed. Okay. They're not prepared themselves. I don't know how they can do that. If you click on that, it takes you to an external site. For the heck of it, let's go. Take you to ready.gov. Okay. Which takes you to a completely different website to show you, and then you have to kind of look around yourself and find out where, what you need to do and things like that. Okay. So they don't even tell you, okay, here's our plan. All right. Here's a list of emergency contacts. Okay. Somebody else at the class wanted to know about shelters. Is there a list of shelters, for when there's a disaster? Okay. These guys had no idea. Okay. Well, on the website, you could say, hey, here's a list of shelters. Okay. But no. There's nothing. Okay. Nothing. Nothing at all. Kind of surprised. Okay. I mean, obviously, you can go to the state website and find things. Okay. I'm going to close that tab. I went down through looking for emergency managers. Okay. Madison County, they claim, is this Joseph D. Francisco? Well, on the other page, he's titled as a fire coordinator. Right. So, I'm going to go with, they don't have an emergency coordinator for this county. God only knows why. Okay. So let's close some things down here. Okay, this is the emergency preparedness site. Been there already. Okay, so just for the heck of it. Now, if we go to, let me just type this in here. Oneida County 911. Okay. So, Oneida County is the neighboring county. Okay. Now, let's just see here. They have emergency services home. Okay, which is the page that I was on. Okay. They have Office of the Fire Coordinator, County Animal Response Team. Oh, look at right here. Comprehensive Emergency Management Plan. Okay. And I'm sure you can find on here some different things about, what to do, flood safety awareness. What's this page here? Office of the Coordinator. different things about fire district. Hey, they have a fire district map also. That's another thing. Madison County has no listing at all of where the fire departments are. They don't have no listing of the fire department phone numbers, addresses, nothing. Okay, they'll tell you, hey, here's all the fire departments in the county, okay, by name, but they won't give you any info on them at all. Okay, so our neighboring county on that side, let's see what Oneida County does. That's for the heck of it. Oneida County would include Utica. Let's take a look at Onondaga County, which would include Syracuse. Okay, so emergency communications for Onondaga County. I don't see anything on here about maybe education. They might have some application registration, operations, training, and scope training. What is that? Okay, that's training, operations. Educations. Nope. No. Alright, so I don't know. Apparently they don't have anything either. Which I don't understand, because it's, the city of Syracuse is in Onondaga County. They gotta have something that's, a pretty robust. Huh. I'm surprised that they don't have anything on here. Very surprised. Alright, let's go to where I used to live. Downstate. Ulster County, New York. Okay. Ulster County is probably twice the size of Madison County. They are way further developed. They have a much bigger tax base. They have much more money than Madison County does. But guarantee you, in fact I know because I've already looked. I looked ahead of time. Okay. Emergency communications, emergency management. Okay, look at this. Emergency services director. Okay, address, phone number. Okay. You can sign up for the New York State Alert System. I think this is the emergency management page, and he's going to take me. Oh, okay. So, look at this right here. View the county's comprehensive emergency management plan, which I actually have open already, right here. Okay, Ulster County Mass Sheltering Annex. Okay, now this. Okay, agreed. Now this is 2005. All right, and I know we're in 2014, but at least they have something. Okay. Yeah, it's maybe a little outdated, but at least they have something, okay? And look at this, okay? Shelter facilities. Look at this. Contact person, beds, bathroom, shower. Madison County doesn't have anything like this. Nothing. They don't have anything like this at all. And yes, this is just a guide to shelters and what, things like that, how to get there and operations for them, okay? But at least it's something, Madison County doesn't have anything like that. Nothing at all. Alright, so if we go, let's see. Job comprehensive management plan. I'm pretty sure that was it that I just had open. Oh, no. Okay, it's multiple documents. Look at this. Emergency evacuation, detour routes, Fire Service Hazardous Materials Response Plan, Special Needs of People with Disabilities, County Animal Response Team. Madison County has nothing like this at all. Planning group, organizational structure, participating jurisdictions. Alright. Preparedness tips. They even give you preparedness tips. Okay. Different scenarios. Tornadoes, thunderstorms, hurricanes, flooding. This family disaster kit. Yeah. Madison County is nothing like this, and I can't believe that. I can't believe that they don't. That's kind of, that's kind of a disappointment. You're kind of letting down the citizens of your county, because not everybody knows what to do. They don't just go, oh, okay, I know what to do. I'll do this. They're going to look to, the county emergency services for what to do, and they have nothing. And guaranteed, if something happens, depending on what that is, if it's large scale enough, there's not going to be, they're not going to be able to keep up. There's not going to be a big response. Guarantee you. I just cannot believe that there's nothing. So I even went and I talked to some different people, and I said, hey, does Madison County have a CERT team? Okay, they call it it's a CERT team. Okay, it's County Emergency Response Team. Okay, and I'll even look it up. Let me show you. So, CERT teams. Okay, this is basically what a CERT team is. Okay, emergency preparedness, fire safety, emergency medical operations, light search and rescue, organizational stuff, disaster psychology, terrorism, okay, disaster simulation. All right, basically, in every county, as far as I'm concerned, every county should have a CERT team. There should be a organization separate from your police, fire, and EMS that can handle like situations. Because, for example, if let's say a bad thunderstorm goes through, knocks down a bunch of trees. Okay, we got trees blocking the road, multiple trees. Okay, the fire department's not gonna do those. I mean, they might in some instances they might. All right. So then you get to town, whatever your local government is, town, county, village, whatever. Okay. Yeah, they might come do it, but if there's, depending on how many there is, if they're overwhelmed, backed up, or whatever. Okay. So let's say you get a road. There's like 50 trees down across the road. Okay. And a house catches fire on that road. How's the fire department going to get there? Nobody's gotten to the trees yet because they're overwhelmed because there's trees down everywhere. How are they going to get there? They're not. The house is going to burn to the ground. Case like that, there should be, you could have a CERT team go, and it's all volunteer. You go, you take care of whatever needs to be taken care of. You take care of it. You clear the road. You go, if somebody's hurt, whatever, you can provide, first aid or, whatever. Get them to the hospital, because an ambulance can't make it, whatever. Like I said, whatever needs to be taken care of gets taken care of. But the county doesn't have anything like that. There's a lot of counties that don't. When I talked to a few people, they said, well, there's the Red Cross. Okay, the Red Cross provides shelter. They're not going to go out and go, okay, there's trees down on Joe Blow Road. Okay, let's go down there with a group of people and chainsaws. Let's cut those trees up and open the road so that way emergency vehicles can get through. Red Cross isn't going to do that. Okay, but people, they don't. I don't know. They don't understand. I don't understand what the big. I don't get it. And that just kind of drives me crazy. So I guess I'm done for now. I'm done ranting and raving about things. I guess I don't know. I mean, they're not the way I think they should be. I don't know how to get them to that point, but I guess there's never been communication. I mean, there's never been talks in my county to have a CERT team. So I guess what I need to do is find out how to go about that. So that being said, thanks for watching. Hopefully you like my video, subscribe. I'm going to be doing more videos. Obviously there's a gap here because people, the official people should know. They don't. So what I want to do is try and educate people on what they need to do in the case of some kind of disaster, on what they need to do to get by. Okay, so I'll be doing some videos like that in the future. Like I said, subscribe to my channel and keep your eyes open. I'm going to be doing a lot of different things. I have an unbelievable amount of ideas for things to do. So pay attention for those videos. And hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully I didn't bore you too much. Okay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.